The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Blackjack, a Jackalope Folk Warlock.
I'm Connor Shenold, and I play Jaska, a Coyote Ranger.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Twitch, a Rat Folk Wizard.
I'm Brooke Bullock, and I play Ziansi, a Spider-Can Cleric.
I'm Kim Cross, and I play Beatrix, a Tabaxi Rogue.
And I'm Kiri Hester, and I play Billy, a Balsam Fighter. And this time, I'm also your Dungeon Master. Join us as we go into the wilds.
The furries found these creatures, appears to be destroying an old cabin. They appear to be of mostly earthen descent, and Twitch had just read the mind of one of them. His surface level thoughts were, all right, just get rid of these guys and then bulldoze the rest of the camp as well.
Now I'm going to probe deeper. And courtesy of one of our patrons, Scott, on our Discord, his roll has already been made, and it was a 2 to save against this.
He fails.
And so I'm going to ask him. It's like, well, then you've been ordered to do this. Who told you to do this?
First off, we'll go with what he responds to Blackjack. It's really none of your concern. I just need you to move out of the way. As for you, Twitch, you hear, what was his name? I know he was rich, powerful. He didn't tell us the name, did he? He just kind of said, hey, can you guys go destroy that thing?
How did you get here?
It's none of your concern. Please back up, or else we'll have to force you out.
And what is Twitch here?
He escorted us in, and we just came right on in. It was hard to sneak past some campers and counselors. But seriously, no, you must leave now, or else we'll have to do something we don't want to.
What would you have to do if I were not to actually get out of here?
He will grab the great club from his back. You don't want me to use this. And you see the earth elementals also turn towards you. You hear in his head, oh, looks like we're not gonna have any other way. I guess we gotta get rid of them.
Twitch, what do you think we should do about these interlopers?
I think they're set to task, and they're not going to stop.
Roll initiative. Who got a 20 or higher?
21.
21!
Oh, 26.
So, Billy, and then I got a +3. I think you got a +4.
That's true.
Okay, so Ziansi first, and then Blackjack.
15 or higher.
17.
Jessica, what'd you get?
7.
8!
Billy, you're going first. You see these guys grab their great clubs, and you look like the earth elementals are also prepared for a brawl.
I'm going to say, you obviously do not work for Tinkertop. We must not harm the campers in any way. And I'm going to go up on one of the Corrids, the most threatening looking one, and try to get him with my sword. 18.
That'll hit.
11.
Is this magical?
It is the Sword of Stone and Mud. And then 16.
That'll miss.
And then just for experimental purposes, we'll go in with Baby Sword, which is not magical, and get over 20.
That'll hit.
5.
It does not appear to do as much as you think it would.
But it still hurts a little?
It hurts a little, yes.
It just resisted. Good.
Anything else?
Action, bonus action, no.
Ziansi, your turn.
Ziansi asks Grandma Spider for a blessing on Jaska, Beatrix, and Billy.
Ooh.
Cast Bless, and then is going to draw the short bow and also step around to the left a little bit. Well, full movement.
Blackjack.
I am not actually in melee with any of them, right?
Not yet.
I am backing up 30 feet. So Billy hit the Corrid, I would like to send Vinweasel over to the Corrid, cast Hex on said Corrid, and fire with advantage as he gives me help. A nat 20. $15 points of force damage on the first attack. Second attack. 22.
That'll hit.
20 points of force damage.
That Corrid is very bloodied. Twitch.
Which is going to say, hey, did you hear that? And right here, he's going to cast Bleating Call. 1 minute duration. Each creature that starts its turn within 30 feet of the sound can hear it and must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target must make the dash or disengage action and move toward the sound by the safest available route on each of its turns. When it arrives to the source of the sound, the target must use this action to examine the sound. Once it has examined the sound, the target determines the sound is illusionary and can no longer hear it, ending the spell's effect on that target and preventing the target from being affected by the sound again for the duration of the spell. If the target takes damage from you or a creature friendly to you, it's no longer under the effects. Creatures that cannot be charmed are immune. I do that and then just kind of like take a step back here a little bit. That's my turn.
The Corrid, the one on the left, got a 12 for his wisdom save.
Okay.
The other one fails too. The Earth Elemental, 13 and 8. They all fell.
Disengage and dash towards...
Yep. Well, the one on Billy has to disengage. So the Corrids and the Earth Elementals run over to the source of this sound, and they go, what's going on? Huh? What's over here?
Now they have to use their action to figure out that it's...
They already used their action to dash. So, Beatrix, your turn.
How far away am I, though, to
45 feet away from that Corrid.
Or wait.
shoot him? 26 to
That'll
hit.
hit.
And those 33.
You hit him right in the back. He's looking very, very, very bad,
Okay.
but still up. Anything else?
No.
Jaska.
Now that they're all grouped together, Fairy Fire. Dexterity saving.
Failure. Failure. Barely a failure. Also a failure.
All of them are lit up with a nice little orange color.
Billy. They're all lit up.
Nothing to it but to do it. I just used my whole action and reaction to dash. That's all I got.
So Billy dashes up to him, scampers.
Wait, action surge.
Scampers up and then realizes
It has an action surge.
28 on the first hit,
Barely hits.
and that's gonna be only 9.
He's looking
I get
very, very bloody.
The other one is also 28,
That'll hit.
13.
All right, he is gone as you slash him.
You are not a camper. I can harm you.
Zianti, your turn.
Zianti has drawn the bow from an earlier moment and now is going to fire with the short bow.
Remember, you have advantage.
Modified, it is a 15.
15 misses.
Then will bonus action cast Spiritual Weapon. Have it go after the same one. 23.
That'll hit.
7 points of damage.
Blackjack, your turn.
Bonus action, move the Hex over to the other Corrid. 25.
That'll hit.
18 points of force damage. Second bolt, 22 again.
That'll hit.
10 points of force damage.
This one looks fairly bloodied.
I can't back up anymore because there's no more room on that board. So I will stay right there and leave Vin where he's at as well.
All right, Twitch, your turn.
So if I hit right here, am I within 10 of all three of them? Confusion, so I need wisdom saving throws from those three.
The Corrid failed. The Earth Elemental failed. The other Earth Elemental also failed.
Okay, at the beginning of each one of their turns, roll a d10, I'll tell you what happens.
It's their turns. First, the Corrid got a 10.
Can act normal.
That Corrid will run past, moving out of the way of Billy. And Beatrix, you're the closest one to it, as I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. So, extra d4.
23.
You feel like he's putting the idea that you really want to dance right now, but you kind of just go, now's not the time to dance. And then all of a sudden you see it take its long hair and almost throw it at you as he's making me a dex save.
25?
Okay, it's almost like he is trying to lasso you. Good thing you dodged that because it's really gross hair. Ha! So the Earth Elementals will roll a d10, 5.
The creature doesn't move or take actions this turn, so it still has not figured out the sound.
The Earth Elemental stands there. The other Earth Elemental got 9.
Now it can
look at
but now it has
The other Earth Elemental appears to be kind of looking at the sound as its investigation check.
It has to spend an action figuring it out.
So it looks down at the sound, just looking over it, pondering it, and then shrugs, and then looks over at the group and goes, "Ah!" That's their turn. Beatrix. Korrid is running towards you.
Now I get to try to slash at it. 16.
Barely misses. Do you have your offhand?
I do have an offhand. 22.
That'll hit. Is your offhand magical?
Oh, yeah, no, so it's just regular.
Okay.
Yeah.
26.
Okay, does not appear to do as much damage as you think, but still does a considerable amount. Jaska, your turn.
She's gonna step to the side about 15 feet and then take a shot at the guy Beatrix has been tussling with, and I'm gonna use my sharpshooter. Modified 20 to hit.
That hits.
17 points of damage, and that's with my longbow of the Autumn
He's
Fairy.
looking very, very bad.
Second attack, also with sharpshooter. 17
That'll hit.
for 19 points, and she's going to whistle and send mistletoe forward
Yep.
for 1 point of non-magical ouch damage.
So, as Mistletoe goes forward, Mistletoe just beats up on this guy and goes a little bit harder than you'd think, and he's just covered in these dead twigs and everything as he lies on the ground motionless.
Mistletoe did 1 point of damage and killed it.
And Mistletoe looks very proud of themselves.
Oh, yeah.
As I should.
As Mistletoe turns over, looking as proud as a tumbleweed could.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. I'm Michael Cross. So great to have a moment to talk with you during this mid-show break. First off, I want to invite you all to join us as Patreon members. The money we raise helps us pay for things like the music and sound effects you hear on the show, as well as money to go to events and make new fans. When you become a Patreon member, you get our episodes 4 days early, bonus content, access to our Discord server, and full versions of our roundtable discussions. You'll be joining other fans like Scott Wise, Don Mills, Heath Mormon, and the Lady Kate. So join us right now at patreon.com/RedDirtDnD. Another way to support us is by getting your very own Red Dirt merchandise. You can find things like hats, hoodies, mugs, and t-shirts. Just click on the merch tab at reddirtdnd.com or reddirtrpg.com. Since 2020, the Red Dirt D&D podcast has been close to another Oklahoma actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast, D20 to Curtain. And me personally, I've had a chance to work on stage with some of the actors on the show. So when you get done with this episode, you should check them out.
Hello, fellow D&Ders. My name is Jerome.
I'm Jennifer. I'm Jody.
And together with our friends Kara, Timothy, and Jared, we are the cast of the D20 to Curtain podcast, where Oklahoma theater geeks and their friends hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons & Dragons.
We think D&D is more than just a game. It helps us tap into the enduring power of storytelling.
We combine live gameplay with behind-the-curtain episodes to share our experiences, insights, habits, discoveries, and passion for D&D with anyone who will listen.
We hope D20 to Curtain will make you laugh, cry, maybe even make your experience at your table even more satisfying. Check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts or visit us at d20tocurtain.com or at D20 to Curtain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We look forward to having you. All we ask is that you have fun, be kind, and play the role.
If you're looking for more content, make sure to check out our YouTube page with Mysteries of Beatrix live every Wednesday. Keys from the Golden Vault from the Red Dirt Outlaws dropping every Tuesday at noon, and Plausible Deniability every other Thursday at 7 p.m. So come check it out at youtube.com/@RedDirtRPG or search for Red Dirt RPG on YouTube. And we would love to hear from you. Find us on social media at Red Dirt RPG. You can also get in touch with us through our website at reddirtrpg.com. In the meantime, make sure and subscribe to this podcast and leave a comment on your favorite podcatcher so others can find us. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you. Right now, let's head back to Red Dirt D&D.
The Chorids are motionless on the ground. However, the two earth elementals remain standing. As Billy, it's your turn. This sound is really interesting to you.
Yeah, gotta look.
It sounds maybe like a goat, you think?
Maybe you get a D4 on that.
I do get a D4 on a save. My wisdom is a +1. 17 total. I see.
There you go.
So I'm going to try to attack.
Yeah, you know this one is currently looking angry.
Yeah, attack the angry looking one. That is only an 18.
That'll hit.
13 damage. Next attack, 27.
That'll hit.
4, 9 damage. Baby sword, 21.
That'll
to
hit.
But he does minimum damage, 5 baby sword, non-magic damage.
Doesn't appear to do as much as you think it would. And chipping away at this earth elemental is quite hard, as it is made of rock.
In case it matters, I forget, anytime I do slashing damage, their speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Well, he's confused, so we'll see what he plans to do soon. Ziansi, your turn.
Ziansi, seeing that those are the folks that are left, we are just going to shoot with the bow. Modified 19.
That'll hit. Are you attacking the one that Billy's been attacking?
I am. And I'm going to imbue it with some divine power from Grandma Spider and poison.
Okay.
On the arrow as it flies through. 7 points of arrow damage, 5 points of poison.
This is a magical bow.
It is not a magical bow.
As you hit it with the poison and the bow, the arrow doesn't appear to do as much damage as you think. The poison does nothing.
I think they're immune to poison.
Where is that spiritual weapon you had up earlier?
Yeah, it's right here. I'm moving it.
With a 21.
21 hits.
Boom. It's a 1 on the die. 3 points of damage from the
Hey,
spiritual
that does
weapon.
full damage because it's magical. Blackjack, your turn.
So I'm going to go after the one that Billy and Ziansi have been going after with advantage still, correct?
Yes.
Bonus action moving my hex over to it. That would be a 3 and a 1. 12 is the best I can
12
go
will miss.
Nat 20. 24 points of force damage.
Nice.
And pass turn.
Twitch, it is your turn.
That's me. So I'm just going to test the waters here and move up just a little bit. And then I'm going to, all the ones that they're all fighting, I'm going to fire Ray of Frost.
That'll hit.
For a total of 9 ice cold points of damage.
The rock freezes over a little bit does every time the slasher happens, like every time you hit with the attack, it minuses their speed by
It's
10 feet?
just 10 total.
10 total feet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't stack.
Ray of Frost, its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
So 20
Until
feet
the start
total.
of this next turn.
This thing looks like it cannot move from its current spot.
Don't forget, they're still confused.
All right, let's start with the one that's still looking for that sound. He got a 3.
It doesn't move or take action.
He still stands there looking at the noise.
That's awesome.
The other earth elemental got 8.
The creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. If there's no creature within its reach, it does nothing.
So me or the other guy.
Odd or even?
Evens.
Billy? Evens? I'm going to say that's an 18.
That's okay. I can
No,
take
that
it.
means it's not going against you.
Oh,
So one slam attack coming at his friend. 24 to hit him. The earth element that's just staring down takes almost just a second to look up and goes, "What the heck, man?" And it goes back to looking at the sound.
Dude.
I'm trying to
figure out this goat.
I'm in the
There's
zone.
an invisible goat around here somewhere. I can hear it.
So Beatrix, it is your turn.
Am I too far away to run up and attack?
You can bonus action dash up there.
Or you could feel an agility.
Yeah, let's run me up there. Whoop me.
Oh my gosh, Beatrix, where'd you come from?
Hello!
I imagine it's like she does that run thing where she slides in and the gravel goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little puppy dust. So 32,
That'll hit.
31.
31 damage. This is your magical weapon, right?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, you somehow pierce through the stone, taking out a good chunk of it as it's looking very, very bad now.
Okay, so then offhand. 20.
Yep, that'll hit. Remember, you just get your D8.
Yes, just the D8. 6.
Once again, doesn't appear to do as much damage, but it is a draw.
Still proud of it.
Yep. Anything else?
Yeah, Skadooch, maybe just a little bit.
Jaska.
She's gonna step forward about 15 feet, take a pot shot at the one everybody's been focus firing on. With my sharpshooter, I'm going to assume an 11 doesn't hit.
11 does not hit.
And then second attack, 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Another 19 points.
That one looks like a very small pebble now. It's still kind of there.
Mistletoe will
Jeez.
go in
Yep.
for 5 points of non-magical.
Mistletoe once again goes in and just starts pricking all over this elemental as the pebble just gets swallowed by Mistletoe. Back up to the top with Billy. There's one dude left.
Confused boy.
He's confused and confused.
If you left him alone, he'd just stand there.
Yeah.
But then he'd go back to doing whatever he's with.
He's the minion. The Korads were definitely the guys in charge.
If they didn't know anything either. Those are the ones we were trying to read, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't know anything either.
I'm just saying, if we don't hit this guy, maybe he'll run away. All of his friends are dead.
Let's take him down, but we've got to take him and keep him alive. Just do it non-lethally.
So one thing I will just say, player knowledge and character knowledge, you know this Earth Elemental is not going to be able to tell you anything. If you wanted to attempt to run away, I could say you guys could hold your actions to attack it if it decides to be violent, but that's up to you what you guys want to do.
I feel like if we leave it alone and try to follow it back to its source, it's not going to go to its source. It's going to continue its mission to destroy the camp.
Exactly.
And we're going to have to take it down anyway.
How
That's what I'm saying.
stupid is the minion? That's the
No,
Yeah,
I
really.
think his job is to tear apart the camp. So I think he's going to continue to tear apart the camp. Now that he's not having any orders, he's going to just tear apart the camp.
Okay, Billy, it's your turn.
Go for it, Billy.
We're killing Big Boy Mudman?
I'm afraid so.
Okay. Let's try to hit him. 29
That'll hit.
with Magic Sword. Only 10 damage. Magic Sword attack number 2. 30 even.
That'll hit.
4 damage. Baby Sword. So over 20.
That'll hit.
So 5.
It's no longer really caring about the sound, but it's still confused. Xionzi.
Xionzi is going to move up about 15 feet, keeping in par with Jaska there, and then call out to Grandma Spider for a Sacred Flame. And you actually don't need to roll because I'm going to use a hero point in inspiration from Carde. Your result is a 9.
He fails.
And is going to take 7 points of radiant.
Anything else?
And then the spiritual weapon, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Has advantage.
16 on the die, so that hits. 8 points of damage from the spiritual weapon.
You guys are chipping away at the Earth Elemental. Slowly but surely. Blackjack, now it's your turn.
Bonus action move over Hex to that. And then still an advantage, 18
That'll hit.
with 11 points of force damage.
All right.
Second one, 19,
That'll hit.
7 points of force damage.
Twitch.
Okay, so this one that's started to get knocked around,
Yep.
let's toll the dead on him.
$11.
Nice. 11 points. And then I'm going to just, I'm feeling brave.
Proud of you, bud.
I'm up here. So brave, I'm even standing in front of Vin Weasel.
You're better than a weasel.
And that's my turn.
4. On the confusion.
Does nothing.
Yep,
No action.
he's still looking at the sound even though he can't hear anymore. Beatrix.
Slash at him again. Ew, that's a 17.
That'll hit.
Oh, yay! 38.
Ouch. Yes, this thing is looking very muddy as it's almost down to that pebble size again.
Oh, good. 20.
That'll hit.
Doop.
So one.
Just a 1.
So it's looking very, very bad as Jaska, it is your turn.
Gonna take another shot with sharpshooter at it.
Okay,
24 to hit
that'll hit.
for 18 points.
Okay, so you shoot it in the arrow in a very weak spot. You see it all crumble And Mistletoe walks over, still at the very end, and just kind of slaps it with the twigs.
That's my favorite.
As everything dies down, gets calm again, and there's silence in the woods.
Red Dirt D&D Tales from the Wilds is Kiri Hester as Billy and our Dungeon Master, Connor Shenold as Jaska, Johnny Payne as Twitch, Kim Cross as Beatrix, Brooke Bullock as Ziansi, and I'm Michael Cross as Blackjack. The showrunner for Campaign 2 is Aidan Cross. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician PJ Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music, courtesy of Monument Studios, Sirenscape, Describe.com, and TabletopAudio.com. Dice for the Red Dirt D&D cast provided by SD Way Gaming. You can find us at reddirtdnd.com. If you are enjoying Red Dirt D&D, make sure to subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd at whatever giving level works best for you. Join us next time as we travel farther into the wilds.
Jessica, what'd you get?
A 7.
8.
Nice. You and I were braiding our hair.
Beatrix, your turn.
Focus fire on that Corrid.
You just tell me to focus fire on him?
Yeah.
That's where we all attack the same guy to get him down to 0.
Yes, I know.
I said Beatrix doesn't have fire spells.
I have no fire spells. I don't do that.
You've been
Not literal fire.
Yes.
Billy has been so Makran this session. He's like explaining things that you.
Right? Kimberly looked like she had never heard that phrase before in her life.
See, I don't do fireballs. I stab things.
We all stab.
Slice things.
Shoot him with a bow. Or wait.
Shoot him. And those.
I love that sound.
I do too.
Oh my gosh.
I know. 33.
I was like, do you need to take off your socks?
Yes, I know.
Scampers up and then realizes
It has an action surge.
Hey, I still have some spunk in my spunkiness. And he's gonna.
Sounds much worse than it really should be.
Everything does when Billy tries to say things.
Almost a spit take.
Johnny, since I'm over here next to your bleating sound, do I need to roll anything? Okay, it's a wisdom save, you said?
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
I only rolled a 4. Hey, what are you guys looking at over here?
Hold on. If you start your turn.
Oh, okay, so next turn.
So next turn that's going to happen.
Okay.
What y'all looking at?
What is that noise?
Is that a goat?
Yummy goat.
I love goats. Remember the goats in the woods with the goblins? Simpler times.
Beatrix, you're the closest one to it as I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. That's an extra d4.
23.
You feel like he's putting the idea that you really want to dance right now, but you kind of just go, now's not the time to dance.
Just gonna consider it.
I'll dance at your
Now it's
funeral.
time on sprockets when we dance.
Really just wanted a boogie.
We could do as a
I
trout.
always want a boogie.
All of a sudden you see it take its long hair and almost throw it at you as he's making me a dex save.
It's like an 80s hair band.
Yep, that's exactly what they look like actually.
What did you say I'm
Rock
doing?
band.
Dex? Okay.
It's a good joke.
But a bum.
Cheesy pun.
It's almost like he is trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? That rodeo you? Not
Lasso?
Lasso
me.
words. Yes, lasso you.
Yeah, but I do
but
that
you-
Matrix business backwards.
Yeah, you kind of just step out of the way. But yeah, this good thing you dodged that because it's really gross hair.
He whips it back and forth.
Can I just say I really like the Okiism of he tries to rodeo you as lasso. I love that.
The creature doesn't move or take actions this turn, so it still has not figured out the sound.
The Earth Elemental stands there. Almost has this 1,000-yard stare, looking down at the sounds.
What is going on here?
I hear a goat.
I hear a
I don't
goat.
see a goat.
I'm sad I didn't get Beatrix to dance. Just a tiny bit upset about that.
Now, anytime Beatrix moves, there's always a bit of flair to
See, what you want is for Billy to dance because canonically he's bad at it. That
thought
was
about it. I
established
thought about
early
it.
on. I do get a D4 on a save. My wisdom is a +1. 17 total. I see.
There you go.
Yay! This is just a Mr. Twitch prank.
I just love to hear
Classic
come and
Mis-
go. You look down the ground and go, what y'all looking at?
Classic Mr. Twitch
way
prank.
back here going, Billy, no, Billy.